Lovers of freedom, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome every one of you to this emergency space tonight. Unannounced space, and I know a lot of you may be surprised. I have come to brief Biafrans on the progress we are making to make sure the enemy does not leave, to tell the story of how they have killed, mastermind the butchering of our people in Biafra land. We are fighting spiritually, physically, and otherwise. So my fellow Biafran, I have just come to share story, very briefly, of what is going on with the caliphate and those who say that Biafrans cannot leave. Those who say that Biafra will not come. Over their dead body, they will all die and Biafra will come. I want you people to understand this evening that the criminal in Aso Rock, the drug lord in Aso Rock, is now a walking corpse. When I was responding, I told them that Yorubas, prominent so-called Yorubas, have always getting killed by the Nigeria state. Either they died in prison, or killed them by injection, or they assassinate them on their way to somewhere. It has always been like that in the history. The only difference is that this particular drug lord called Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. I have said this several times, and I have waited for them to challenge that particular claim. He is from Guinea. He came to Nigeria because Nigeria was then a safe haven for criminals, just like it is today, even worse. Tinubu was pushing drugs for Ibrahim Babangida. He was one of the cartel that the Nigeria army then used. You know, they used a lot of people that made money in those days. They were all into drugs. Babangida was the head of the cartel. So when you carry drug to Murtala Mohammed Airport, you have a cover-up by those at the airport. Once it comes from the military, Supreme Council of the military, whatever they call it then, nobody takes you. Their connection, the cartel connection, run across entire Africa to Europe, Asia, America. And so they were highly connected. So Tinubu was one of those that were used by the military administrators to push drugs. They manipulated their way to make him a Nigerian. They made sure they sponsored him with their power. He become a Lagosian. From Lagosian, become the governor. Every step of the way has been with impunity. Tinubu life is example of impunity. And then what he did was to begin to empower people that are around him. So nobody asks questions. He begin to fix them. And whenever he empowers you, you owe him a duty. The duty is never to betray. So, use the opportunity to empower the people. I don't know whether it's an empowerment. Of course, it's a corruption empowerment. Give people that doesn't merit positions without merit. Just like you see this criminal in Lagos. These are the kind of people, he empowers. Criminality. And then he began to build his political empire. Every military personnel in Nigeria then knows him. When Abacha came, was this Abacha when he ran away from Nigeria? Was because they know him very, very well because he was not a military personnel. So when that particular president came, the military dictator, he ran away to exile. He did not run because he has one status or another. No, he ran away because they know he was their drug bed. It was the drug bed of many military personnel then, and he ran to exile. He said he doesn't believe in Nigeria. Everybody saw the news. Anyway, I'm not here to tell this story. What I'm here to inform Biafrans and those who love us is that those, the oppressors, the killers, those who are butchering our people, thinking that they have power, they are going down. As I'm talking to you today, they have injected the idiot and he can no longer walk. I raised the alarm. People thought I was joking. Of course, Biafran knows I doesn't joke when it comes to information like that. They poisoned the idiot. I also exposed the coup. They wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill many prominent men. And you know what? I exposed them, and because of that, those plotting the coup re-strategize and change their plan. The reason I will continue to bust them because the time that kind of thing can happen is not yet. We control what happens in Nigeria. We will push them and show them where to fall. So I have come this evening with an emergency information so that the coup plotters and the enemies, those enemies surrounding the criminal, the drug lord, will see how to revive him. And I doubt if they will revive him. You can imagine where the wife is the one controlling Asorok. The wife is the one telling who is going to come there and who is not going to come there. And she think that those people that they are surrounding themselves in their place there, they are happy. Nobody is happy with the woman. The reason I'm mentioning this today is so that I will scatter this plan, and the next plan I will not, because I know before they will regain themselves, re-strategize again, it will take time. I want everything they are going to do, let it be on October. From October, not now. So the woman called Remi Tinubu, is that her name? The wife of this drug lord is the one controlling the presidency. And none of the northerners are happy with her. Of course, they will not tell them. Shetima is not happy. The caliphate is not happy because the woman is controlling what is happening in Nigeria today. So they decided to call it a day and decided to bar the idiot and poison him, took him a very good injection. Today, he is lying very critically ill. And I challenge them. If they say that what I'm saying is lie, let Tinubu make video. Let them come on national television and call Tinubu, even on the phone. Let the stupid Nigerians hear him. He can't talk. And all of a sudden, they release a statement. They release statement. They say Tinubu can no longer go to, what is it called? They say the Minister of Foreign Affairs to now represent President Tinubu at U.S. Africa Summit. Complete rubbish. And then they went ahead to say Vice President Kashim Shettima, who was originally scheduled to represent the president, was unable to make the trip following a technical fault. Which technical fault? With his aircraft, forcing him to make a detour to the device of the presidential air fleet. Now, if the flight of the terrorist Shettima has a fault, which flight is the Minister of Foreign Affairs going to use to go to the same journey? Does he have a UFO? If actually that the terrorist Boko Haram Shettima was scheduled to go to that place, even if the plane developed fault, he will go with the same plane that this minister is going to use to go to that place. And I tell you, there is a technical fault in the plane. Government of lies, propaganda. But this time around, I am here to punch all the tires. We will not give you people breathing space. So I want the whole world to know that this man in Asorok cannot survive. I am telling you, because the poison they gave him was a very strong one and he's very weak. He can't talk, he can't walk, he can't do anything. Who knows whether he don't buy safe? I will still bring the news if it happens. Believe me, I will be the first person that will announce it. Because Bible, which I believe, told us, suffer the witch and wizard not to live. These people are worse than witches and wizards. That's why we'll continue to pray to our God to make sure all of them die either by this poison that they have injected him or by the natural call, which is very close to him. You can't kill Biafrans and expect to enjoy peace. It is not possible. We follow you spiritually, physically, and otherwise. And today, I am more closer to you in Asorok than you can ever be to me.